What's up, first period? How we doing? Hey, I'm out in a meeting, but I want to make sure you're successful. So here's a quick video that's going to last like 4 minutes. So stop what you're doing, take a big breath, relax your mind, and just listen and understand what's happening. And if you do need help, I know Kylie over here got some help on this and should be good with doing it. So if you need to double check, I would check with her if I was you. And otherwise, I will do my best in helping you understand this. So basically, what we're dealing with now is the letters and numbers. Okay, in math, we evolve into seeing these letters now. And the problem is students have a tendency of just shutting down. And so my goal for you is that you not only relax and let yourself learn this, but understand that these letters are just numbers, okay? And so walk with me through these steps so we can be confident and know what we're doing. So first of all, here's your notes. You should have these all glued into your paper. If you don't, pause it and get those in now to your composition notebooks. But here's a couple examples that you're going to see today. This is 3 minus x, and then I'm evaluating this for x equals 5. That means wherever you see an x, you put a 5. Doesn't matter where it is. It's like paint by a number. When you see a 3, you paint orange. When you see a 5, you paint red. So this is what you're doing with the letters and the numbers. Wherever you see an x, you put a 5. So I'm going to put a 5 here, and I get 3 minus 5, which is -2, and I got that from keep, change, change. Same here with the next one. X still equals 5. I put a 5 in here, and then that number is next to the variable, so it's times. That's one little nuance that you're going to have to pay attention to and master today. When a letter is next to a variable, it means times. So that means you get 30. This bottom portion of your notes is going to be used for your notes for tomorrow. So if we look on the next slide, we have an example there. A plus 2 for each value of A. Now, the reason we use these expressions with variables is because that you can have different variables that get put in. Meaning, this could be A plus 2, the amount of time it takes to work in a day. In other words, A is the amount of time you worked, and then 2 might be the time driving from Marsing to Boise, for example, which actually people, more than you think of, actually do that. That would be 2 hours of driving plus A, however much you worked. So that's why we use these. Now, you could work 3 hours, you could work 5 hours. Well, either way, the expression gives you the answer of how many total hours it took you to get to work and to work. So in A, for A equals 3, I'm going to put a 3 in for A. So I get 3 plus 2, which is 5. And again, I got that expression from there. For B, I'm going to put a 5 in for A, and I get 5 plus 2, which is 7. On the next expression, it's 9K. Now this one could be how much it costs for 9 video games. And in this one, A, they total $5 each. So that would be 9K, that's 9 times 5 is 45. What if they cost $2 and you get 9 of them? Well, you would put a 2 in for K. And again, remember it's times right here. And you get 18. Make sure you're good with that. I'm going to show you a couple more examples and then I'll let you try some. All right, here's one with an expression. And again, we're getting more advanced as we go along. This scenario might be, could be anything. There's lots of stories in math. I'll try to work with more so that it makes more sense. But either way, we know the system here. It's whatever you know the number is, you put it in for the letter. So in this one, x equals 2, and I put that in for x. So I get 4 times 2 squared minus 3. And on this one, I have to remember what we learned yesterday, which was order of operations. You always have to follow that. So I haven't come to it yet because we've only had like one thing to do. And here there's 1, 2, 3 things to do, and you have to know the order in when to do those. So first off, parentheses. I don't see any there. What's next? Good job. Exponents. So I need to do my exponents. That's 2 squared, which is a 2 times, which is 4, times 4, minus 3. I write the rest down. Now what do? I have times and subtract. What comes first? Very good. It's times. I get 16 minus 3 equals 13. The last video, that was hard to see. I hope it's better. If not, I'm going to need some help from somebody. I don't know. Mrs. Anderson, could you help read this? If not, let's just skip to the next one where you can practice more. And then, you know, Kylie, maybe you could help us as well. So, if anything else, I'll be here tomorrow and I can clear up anything. But I do want to give you a chance to practice some. Here's 2 problems here, B and C. When I say go, pause the video and you'll be able to practice these. Check with a neighbor when you're done. And then Mrs. Anderson, why don't you hit play in a little bit, giving them a chance to practice it. And we'll see if you get it right. All right, you should have already hit pause because I'm going to go through it now. Here we have r divided by 3 plus r. So for r equals 12, I put a 12 in for everything. And now I simplify with the order of operations. I get 4 plus 12, which is 16. All right, on this one, I put a 3 in for y. So 4 times 3 squared plus 2 times 3. I have to do order of operations, so I get 9 times 4 plus 2 times 3. Simplifying those down, we get 36 plus 6, 42. Now I hope you gain some confidence. You got an assignment to do. I'll have you do it on the board over here. And biggest thing here is you guys figure this out. You know, we have the notes there. You have your neighbor to work with. Everyone in here should be able to evaluate and then simplify when you put these numbers in for letters. That's your goal for today. Good luck. Keep working hard.